Hello, guys. Once again, welcome to Young African Hustlers channel. As you guys know, I created this channel basically to share my business opinions, advise young guys like myself who are trying to really succeed in the continent of Africa, because it is not easy, guys. The system doesn't work in our favor, and therefore if you really want to survive and become successful and build wealth, not one day richness, or not just a lottery that's gonna make you some money today, but really build wealth through thinking, then trust me, you have a long way to go and you need to put in the work. And there are certain things you need to get right. And that is why I started this channel, basically to educate my fellow young people who are trying very hard. And sometimes all what you need is a click. It's for somebody to tell you you can do it, or for you to just believe in yourself. And that's why this channel is there. So if this is something that you're interested in, getting raw videos like this, where I'm basically sitting in the house, in my house in the village, and recording raw things and sharing my opinion, my advice, my business knowledge with you guys, then go ahead and smash the subscription button and join us in this movement of educating young Africans to build quality wealth for themselves through hard work, through working smartly, and through intelligence, and changing the way we look at things from the African perspective. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that is going through my mind. If you're in Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Namibia, then you know that we are getting hit pretty bad, right? And over the coming years, I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about a lot of the terms that doesn't really exist here. What is recession? What is inflation? What is depreciation? Why is our currency so weak? Like, I'm going to go into details and educate ourselves about why all these things is happening. I know in the US, the system works. So when we say this is this, you know that the resource is that. In Ghana, mostly it's not like that. I know inflation is high. The cedi in Ghana is depreciating. The dollar is getting stronger. But your landlord is probably increasing his rent, even though you're paying him in dollars. The system just doesn't work. When I say the system doesn't work, that's what I mean. Because your landlord should know that he's making 33%, 56% on the dollar that you're paying him, so he doesn't have to increase his rent. But who controls him? He does things the way he likes, right? So we just need to be smarter. We just need to work around things, right? So this is what, over the weeks coming, I'm going to be talking about, and really making sure that you understand the economics. Let's put the politics aside. No matter where you are, if you're in Ghana, put the MPP NDC aside. If you're in Kenya, you guys just President Luther just won the election. Congratulations to you guys. You can focus on the economics now. Let's put the politics aside, because the politicians don't have your back, my friend. And therefore we need to start thinking smartly. We need to read, we need to watch videos like this. We need to spend our time smartly and quality, so that we can make the best for ourselves. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that is going on, right? So I just flew from Accra to Sunyani. If you're in Ghana, it's just about 1 hour flight, and I have most of my businesses, some of my businesses here in this region, which is the Bono region. So I move here, and I come here and have meetings and also relax. I build basically a very smooth house here, which I'm going to show you guys. So the house you see there, yeah, so that's my container house that I built during COVID. I was starting a farm here, so I decided to build something small that I can come and relax. But this morning I really wanted to talk to you guys about this, what is happening at the back here, right? So I've been involved in construction. I've been involved in rental of heavy machines, heavy equipment, and this is something that I do just on the side. And I have about, I don't know, maybe 8 of these machines. I have about 4 or 5 of those trucks, and as you guys can see, they are packed. I've packed this for about 2 months. I just packed this this month, right? And this truck and machines are what they are just my side hustle, right? That brings revenue. Over about 2 years ago, I went into that business, and it's been great. I have paid it off. It was just basically bringing money in every month through people renting it for their construction business, me using it for my construction business, other people using it to clear their land and so on. And I've invested into this. It was great, paid it off, bringing side hustle, bringing some money in. I don't really have to put any effort in. The operators have it, they operate it, they bring me money. But about 6 months ago, I started seeing a lot of trends, right? I started seeing, a dip in the revenue that they were making, right? Of course, we have other factors contributing to that. But as a businessman and my understanding of the economics, I realized that there is very less money in the country, right? People don't have enough money, so there's no road construction going on. Very, very few. The government doesn't have enough money to even pay the roads that have been done, right? So they are not awarding as many contracts as they should. So the demand for these machines has come down. So that's one. Two, people that will rent it for, paving their land to maybe start a new building or paving a neighborhood road by their community, don't also have enough money due to all the economic reasons that you and I are aware of and know that is going on, right? So that demand from a community level has also decreased, and then the demand from, again, the commercial contractors has also decreased, right? So now you ask yourself, what are these machines going to be used for? Your next option is basically sand winding, which is basically taking it to the sand dip and then being able to, lift sand, put it in the truck. Those are very intense work that I don't like my machines to do, right? So what did I do? The decision that I've taken is actually to pull most of these machines in areas that have actually been very highly impacted by this economical crisis, right? One of these machines was in a community where there was a lot of roads going on. So I have different contractors renting it all the time. At this moment, all those contractors have pulled back. There's no need for this machine to be there. So as a businessman, what I did was just go and pull this machine and bring it back home. I have one here, I have one at the farm, I have the third one also in Accra, going through servicing. And sometimes in business, it is okay to pause. I'm not saying quit. It is okay to pause when you're not even breaking even. In my case, it's not even about breaking even because I've paid off these machines, right? So everything coming in is profit. But I'm thinking about, I guess, keeping the machine for a longer duration. At this moment, I know there's no money. The operators might use it for any work that they desire. They might overwork the machine, but I'm like, no, it is okay for the machine to come packed, rest, and prepare for better times ahead. As it's packed, it is not doing anything. It is not, spoiling. It is actually increasing. It's appreciating and not depreciating because the dollar keep on going high. I bought these machines maybe around $65,000-$70,000, right? And now those machines are sold at $85,000, almost $90,000, right? So even though it's second hand, if I decide to sell that machine, maybe in the next 2 years, I'm sure it will be selling at maybe $100,000, and I can sell this at half price, which is $50,000. Right, so I'm still making enough money from it if I even decide to sell. But my point is not to sell. My point is to pack it, not ruin the machine. We know how things work with, operators, they're going to start using it badly for different things. And therefore, I would rather prefer that we pack the machines and wait for the right time, right? Instead of keeping it somewhere in a village where it's not taking care of properly, where they are used for work that I probably wouldn't know or I'm not in support of, right? And yes, I understand it's money that is sitting there, but that money is sitting there for a purpose. Sometimes shit happens, and that is happening right now in our continent. There is no money in the system, there is no money in our government, and therefore as businessmen we need to make smart decisions, right? I know that there's no recession that have lingered for like 10 years. By the next year or two, things are going to change. And when those things change, I want to make sure that I am prepared. As people are now rushing to go and buy machines at $100,000, I'm going to have machines saved, ready to work, maintained and kept nicely and ready, instead of trying to chase for small amounts, 1,000, 10,000, 5,000 a month, and overworking the machine. So you are probably watching me, you have a shop, you have, some small business going on. Things are hard. You buy things, you bring it in, they're either expiring or they're either, you can sell them at the right price that you need to sell them. I guess my message to you is that think about your business model. Sometimes it is okay to pause and reset. It's because these times that we are in, it's not normal times. And these times that we are about to enter wasn't the times that you had in mind when you were setting up your business, when you were thinking about investing in this way, right? I'm going to talk more about other opportunities that these times bring. And as I'm packing this, I am seriously looking at other businesses, right? And that is how we survive. We have to be dynamic. We have to be willing to change. We have to be looking from the positive side. You can always blame government and what is happening, Ukraine, COVID, but it's always an opportunity. I'm sure you know one or two people that actually made a lot of money through COVID. Meanwhile, there were thousands and millions of people that were stuck home playing, enjoying their time with their family, which is great if that's what you want, or that's what makes you happy. But at the end, you don't come back and complain, right? There were millions and a lot of people that benefited from COVID, right? So this is another time for us to put on a different lens. If you're a businessman or whatever that you're into and you really want to take advantage of this, and I'm going to be releasing a lot of video around that and sharing with you guys mostly what I am doing as well, because that's what this channel is for. I'm going to share with you guys personally what I'm looking into, what I'm working on, what is working for me at this time and what is not, and sharing that with you. I hope that you guys can start thinking or having other ideas about what to do. So I guess my advice to you is, if things are not going very well, take a step back, pause. Whatever business that you're in, look at your business model. Look at the demand. Look at how things are going. How do I re-strategize? How do I come back again? How do I push whatever I have into here? Don't sit there and consume all the money that you have till you don't have anything. That's not a right business decision. And I hope this advice helped you. I'm going to see you again with another raw, whatever comes to my mind video. Thank you so much, and do subscribe if you haven't done so.